Hey folks, Ray from DCRainmaker.com here, and today I've got something a little bit different, which is details on a pretty big sale in the sports technology realm. Now it's not quite Black Friday yet, but in a lot of ways this deal is actually better. These deals are actually better than what you'll probably see on Black Friday, at least if history holds true. Now there are two different sales going on here, and it's important to kind of distinguish the two different sales. The first one is basically a retailer sale that they're doing pretty much 20% across the board, which is important because for like trainers and power meters, that's a crap ton of money when you're talking like $1,000 or a $1,200 trainer. 20% off is like $200+, so that's solid. Same true with power meters as well. Whereas the other sales around the Garmin Phoenix series, and for that one, it's just straight cash off, and you'll find that sale pretty much anywhere. Though if you use any of the links in the description down there, you'll support the YouTube channel here as well as the site. It's all one and the same. One important thing though to note is I do not do any sort of like affiliate deals with manufacturers directly, so I never partner with the manufacturers. I'm only partnering with things like Amazon and Clever Training and REI. If you want to buy toilet paper on Amazon, awesome, just buy a crap ton of it. Versus if you want to go ahead and buy a certain brand watch, you can do that as well. I don't really care. So this video is not sponsored in any way from any of those companies, but if you use those links, they help me, but they're not paying me to make this video. So with that all set, let's just dive straight into the very first one, which is the big 20% off sale. Now the 20% off sale is applicable to Clever Training, which is one of the partners I have out there. And I know a lot of you have purchased from Clever Training in the past. They focus primarily on sports stuff, and in particular sports technology stuff. So they more or less carry everything I talk about here on the channel. But what's interesting here in this sale is that you can use that 20% coupon one time for pretty much anything. So you can use it for virtually any trainer on the market, to virtually any power meter on the market, which is a pretty big deal. So to kind of just run through some of my favorites here that you can use this for, I'm going to go through this list, and this entire list is linked in the description there, the very first link there on the site, and I've got all the stuff that I would consider like my favorites. And more or less my favorites are the ones where you save the most money. But it's really applicable to like thousands of products, but these are the ones that I'm basically telling you you should get because you're going to save the most money. So like 4 Eyes power meters, 20% off. The AeroPod Aero sensor, so that just started shipping back, I think about a month ago now. Pretty cool from VeloComp. It's a aerodynamic sensor for your bike, allows you to kind of do aero testing and stuff like that. I'm working on a review on that now, but that is 20% off, which again, kind of unheard of. All of Elite's trainers, so in particular the new Drivo 2 that was announced this past summer, beast of a trainer. Their Direto trainer, which is about a year old now, but still like one of the best values in the market. And then also their new Zumo trainer, which I haven't really talked about in the channel here at all. I dropped a couple hints in my trainer roundup post. If you haven't seen that, by the way, check that out from last week. But basically it's a $699 direct drive trainer from Elite. Very similar in specs to the Direto, just a little bit less powerful, but for most people, could be an awesome deal. So that is also 20% off. The Cyclops Hammer and Magnus, both Hammer 1 and Hammer 2, and Magnus 1 and Magnus 2 trainers. All of Kinetics trainers except the R1. The R1 was removed over the weekend, unfortunately, from the sale. So that one's not there, but everything else is there. Also all of Lezyne's computers. So there are actually some non-trainer items in here. Their GPS computers are all in there, including the new Mega C and Mega XL units that just started shipping back in the last couple months. Pioneer makes more than audio devices. They make power meters, and really actually quite good power meters. All their stuff is on sale, including their new head units, by the way, that haven't quite started shipping yet. I did some early tests on those back, I guess like 2 months ago, whatever it was, at Interbike. I think I got a video up there on that, but they're supposed to start shipping in the next month or so. So kind of neat to be able to get those before they even start shipping. Polar, all the Polar stuff is applicable to 20% sale, including their Vantage series watches. So the new Vantage V and Vantage M, you're frankly not going to get a better deal on a Vantage V or Vantage M watch anytime soon than 20%. So kind of a lucky fluke, if you will. Power Tap, both P1 and the new P2 pedals. Again, the P2 pedals aren't even shipping yet. You can get them on deal here. See, Stack trainers. So Stack makes the kind of totally silent, where they use the magnet to brake. I made a video on it up there where I did the ride inside my baby daughter's nursery. So definitely check that out. Really cool trainer. They're all 20% off. Quad lock bike mounts. I use that all the time. All of Suunto stuff. Suunto 9 watches. Suunto Spartan trainer. Stages LR power meters. Brand new dual-sided power meters came out earlier this past year. It's actually what I use on my test bike, in fact. They're there. All of Tacx stuff. Across the board, everything except the new smart bike is included here. So the Neo 2 that was announced a week and a half ago is included. The Neo 1, if you want an even better deal on it, the Flux 2, the Flux 1, the Bushido, like all that stuff. I don't say crap because it's really good stuff. All that stuff is there. Let's see, who am I forget? Oh, that's right, Wahoo. Yeah, Wahoo's on here too. So if you want the Wahoo KICKR, the KICKR Core, the Snap for some reason, or if you want the Headwind Fan or the Climb, yes, the Climb is actually on the sale as well, all 20% off. Kind of fun trivia, if you do the math on this, you could pick up a Wahoo KICKR Core plus the Climb, which are compatible together. The Core is basically the last year's KICKR being silent now. You can pick up both those two with the sale for the same price as the full KICKR 2018 regular price. Actually, it's actually 50 cents cheaper. So if you're making this like proposition, if you will, to your significant other, you could be like, I could save 50 cents and get both. Might work, just a thought. Anyways, that is a 20% off sale. As you can see, tons of amazing deals there. Really up to you how you use that 20% off. The deal is you have to be a VIP member, which costs a whopping $4.99. And of that, all the proceeds go to Girls on the Run, which is an awesome charity in the US to try to get young girls into fitness, in particular into running. Awesome cause there. And once you have that, you can get one item per human in your household. So one item per VIP member. That's kind of the terms and conditions. You can think outside the box on that one if you want to, but that's kind of how it works. The sale only runs for another week, so it doesn't last too long. There are finally a couple exclusions. I've noted those in the description there. Things like the Wahoo KICKR desk isn't available. Next, we've got the biggie if you're not a cyclist, which is the Garmin Fenix 5 and Fenix 5 Plus is both on sale for 150 bucks off. Straight up 150 bucks cash, boom, wham, bam, no VIP membership, just buy. You can buy it at Amazon, you can buy it to Cover Training, you can buy it to REI, you can buy it wherever the heck you want. 150 bucks off across the board. That brings the regular Fenix 5 down to $399 US dollars, and that brings the Fenix 5 Plus down to $549. One might say the prices they should be all the time. Nonetheless, that's what they are now, that's what they are today. That is an incredible deal. The three core differences between the Fenix 5 and the Fenix 5 Plus are the Fenix 5 Plus has music playback, and with that it has the extra storage to put your music on the device. That includes the new Spotify integration that was announced about a month ago. More on that up there. It has contactless payments for doing tap to pay, so you can walk into a gas station and buy Gatorade if you want, or whatever else you want to buy with it. And then 3, it includes color mapping, so full maps on the Fenix 5 Plus itself. Whether you're buying the Fenix 5 Plus or regular S or middle edition or X, they're all 150 bucks off. So full details on all that stuff down in the description right there. The Garmin Fenix 5 Plus sale runs until December 1st, or Fenix 5 sale until December 1st. So you maybe want at this point in time, do you wait till Black Friday or not? And historically speaking, I would say that anything that you see on that list that I linked to now isn't going to get better for Black Friday. Just frankly isn't. Generally speaking, Black Friday from a sports technology standpoint has been mostly about accessories. We're talking the US in particular here, mostly about accessories and older devices, like Fitbit doing older devices and GoPro doing bundles and stuff like that. It is very rarely, almost never, about straight discounts, and almost never anything greater than 20%, if even matching 20%. So if you're looking to get a trainer or power meter, those are the best deals you're probably going to get this year. And the reason is also twofold. Most times manufacturers don't want to like double down and make the discount greater later in the year. And manufacturers and retailers work very, very closely together to make sure that doesn't happen, because they don't want you to buy something like, let's say, next week and then have it go ahead and get cheaper the first week of December, because at that point in time you'd be eligible for a refund, and that's such a big administrative nightmare for companies at the busiest time of the year. So they coordinate pretty tightly to make sure that doesn't happen. As far as deals on Black Friday itself, I haven't historically done a Black Friday video. I've done like a huge post on the site with all these nuanced, tiny little Black Friday sports technology deals, like even things like, you know, GoPro battery chargers, all that kind of stuff. Anything that was sports technology focused, I did a really long post and I updated it like every hour for 3 or 4 days. It was kind of nuts. If folks are interested in kind of a detailed video on Black Friday morning, drop a comment below there. Maybe I'll do that this year. I've never done it in the past, so curious if people would find that interesting or not. In any case, hope you found this interesting. I know it's not quite the norm, but I think it's something that a lot of people really do find useful. These are amazing deals, and so I wouldn't want you to miss out on them no matter where you purchase them from. This is pretty much the best time of year to pick up a trainer or a power meter. No new products until basically next spring at the absolute earliest. Anyways, if you found this interesting, whack that like button in the corner there or the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.